The new year is coming up and I decided to do something a little special. I'm going to introduce you to the one and only, the rural semi-truck from WPL. Well, I do know that this thing has been on the market for a very long time, at least 5 years, I think. And since then, it has gotten a lot of upgrades, which I'm going to show you today, and we're going to do a little off-road test too. But first, let's talk about the remote. And it's just your generic WPL remote. It's not that quite handy, but it gets the job done. You got the steering weight, and I have tested this out off camera, and it literally does nothing. I am not wrong. You got your off-on switch right here. You got channel 3. Never seen that before. And of course, you got your steering and throttle, and this little tab thing, which I actually will have to show you what that does in a minute. This guy is still on 600 milliamp 7.4 2S battery, and it got a set of 4-point charger USB charger, and I don't really think you can see that on camera, but you know what I'm talking about. Alright, now let's get into the truck. So under the hood is where your battery goes. I put a little sticker on there. There's some stickers right here too. I did everything that I needed to do off camera. And what I know, that there's actually plenty of space for the battery to go, so you could actually upgrade to a bigger one. The doors are kind of flimsy, they kind of just hang out the side like that sometimes. But unfortunately, the mirrors don't have mirrors, and it does like to pop out once in a while. You got a snorkel right here, scaled wipers, roof rack, and there's supposed to be a fog light here, but apparently it does not work, so I didn't even care putting it on. And it does have working lights, which I'll turn on in a minute. At least you got a full-size spare, and I don't know what's under that. I don't know what this is. And I'm pretty sure you have scaled tail lights too. And you got your standard differential system, all plastic. I don't know what model that is, but I'll put it up right here. The only thing I'm worried about here is this steering wheel. Like this part right here, it really starts to rub against itself, and I don't really like that. I mean, of course, you could just unscrew this and raise it up a bit, but I don't know how that's going to do performance-wise. And apparently, when I got this thing, I don't know if I did this or was out of the packaging, but this part is bent, and I tried several times just to hold it right there and then flick it back, but it just seems like it's just going to stay that way. And the tires are not foam, and of course, I got all the stickers here, and apparently, I have no idea what this sticker is. It just looks like a guy going through a door. I think that means driver's side door because it's just put it on the driver's side door, but otherwise I have no idea what this is. But even if you know what this is, drop it down in the comments. And the last thing that interests me here is these rolly things. Apparently it's just all big metal in here in the US, but apparently with this Russian truck it has this steel rollers, and I don't know, not really helping because they do get stuck, but I think that's supposed to help that, so that way the trailer doesn't get stuck on the hitch. And once it slides in, this goes out and then pumps back in. And if you want to take it out, you just pull this out and drop the truck. Alright, now let's talk about the trailer. Once again, that's a full spare tire, and this, I have absolutely no idea what this is. I think this is supposed to be like a crank for the landing gear, but otherwise I have no idea. And as you see, I put stickers on there, swinging and suspension, which is always nice to have. You got scale bits, and this scale bit, which I'm actually kind of worried out fall off. You got your pressure tanks for some reason. I don't know what that's supposed to be used for. And you got a sticker right here and the ramps. But if you take a look under, it's pretty straightforward. But this, what is this, you may ask? Well, it's actually something that I don't think the semi-truck has gotten before. And all it takes is this battery, so it's put that in there. It's a bit difficult holding the camera and plugging in the battery. I guess you could on the wrong side. No? Okay, I guess we're good. And the switch is under there, here, quite easy. Now as you can see the lights. No, it's actually wrong, there is no wheel lights. I forgot about that. Alright, now we're going to try to connect the trailer. And this is when the rolly things come in handy. No, I think I already explained it, so I don't really need to tell you again. But basically, it just helps the trailer get on it. And it seems to be too low. So, And if you pull these back too far, they do pop out, but you can't put them back in. I do have concerns of those landing gears wearing down for time and it can't stand itself anymore and it fall out eventually. But otherwise, what's connected? And it's a bit difficult. I've practiced many times and I still can't get it right. Okay, it seemed to be a little too high. You know, I'll just hold it. Hang on. There we go. It just slides in like that. And there's a wire thing that you just connect right there. And this is when this switch thing comes in handy. Because, wait for it. It goes down by itself. You don't have to use a hand to level it. There's a motor in here that actuates the trailer. And I'm pretty sure this is some standard motor in there. But in other words, this thing breaks or fall. And also, do not level this down. That will probably break the motor. I think that's what I've been told. But it just says no level it right there. Before we take this on an off-road test, if you didn't see my last video, I flipped over an old log truck that's been sitting in my front yard for who knows how long. But basically it's way over there. And it's just some old log truck. I think I'm gonna put it on the trailer and then take it to the garage. There we go. Let's just hope it just fits on the trailer, but one problem. It does not have a winch on the trailer. So I don't know what to do. Oh, I know. Tow truck. And if you didn't see my last video, I did an off-road test on it, and it didn't really do that great. It kept highest anyway, but this is more of a trailer truck. Right on this bumper here. And then just pull this thing forward. Oh, and it popped off. Maybe let's try to move. Okay. Can't help it. Try to help it. Hang on, it's doing it. There we go. Nicely done. Good job there, buddy. I'm surprised this thing didn't break apart because that was one tough truck, I can tell. And now I'm just gonna take this back inside and see if we can take this back to the garage. Alright, we got the truck loaded up, and I need to hurry fast because I do want to do the off-road test on the ditch. And I don't really have much sunlight left. So, yeah, let's test the lamps, see if they cooperate. They do. Perfect. And now, let's get out of here. Oh my goodness. Now let's just put it on the lamps. That hard. We recently done some yard work on the front of the house, and it's definitely a lot more harder to drive on it. because the glass is all leveled up and the door is pretty soft still. It's pretty hard to keep the truck on without top straps, so that's gonna be hard too. Come on, buddy. See, it's already falling off. Yeah, as you can tell, it's getting hung up by the weeds too. Oh, I see what was happening. The landing gear was still down. That's why I kept getting hung up by the weeds. Nah. No, I'm not gonna help you all the way. Come on.
What the heck?
It's slowly moving. Come on. Come on, you can make it to the concrete. There you go. Oh, I have another problem. I'll either go on these stepping stones or the door. And I'm pretty sure it's soft too, but I think if we go pretty fast, we'll manage to make it way over there. Oh, I have chosen the door other than stepping stones because I didn't think I'd make it fall on the stepping stones, but I don't think it make it fall on the door either, so I'm gonna give myself a head start. Okay, ready buddy? Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. Come on, come on, come on. Yes, dang it. Oh, dang it. Everything is so much harder with a top strap. Oh, I know I can make it by itself. Can it? Yes, I can. We need to detach the trail, unfortunately. I mean, it would be hilarious to try to on the rocks with the trail, but I know that's not going to end well. So we pull this out, and then we drive the truck forward while moving on hand. Look at that. Very easy. Nicely done. Well, we made it down the driveway, which is nice. And like I said last time, we couldn't go through that side because it's so glass, so I have to go on that side. But this time we like to go off the edge a little bit, and then go into the trail and do it that way, because I think I wasted most of the phone's battery by recording shots and screens on this one single path. Stuck as ready as always, so let's go and start. Very bouncy. Oh, I got a false challenge going in between these rocks without flipping. There's obviously a rock that high centered the Land Cruiser. And yes, I have to unfortunately say this is not a rock hole or a small of a trail rig or just to carry your supplies and fasten. Yeah, high center is definitely a problem with the Land Cruiser, but this truck is a little higher off the ground. So it doesn't do it as often, but there's still the caution of it getting high center. But it's only going to get as more chaotic as farther we go down. I hear the leaf spring suspension kind of squeaking. And that might become annoying after a while. And it's super dusty here too, so that's a higher probability of doing that. Okay. Don't want a high sentiment though. Look at that flex. Very nice. Alright, there's leaves on here, so it's hard to tell where the ground is. Okay, the Toyota Land Cruiser has gone through here before, and I'm pretty sure I don't remember correctly, but I think it got high centered somewhere around here. But this time we're gonna go in zigzag shape. So we're gonna go through here, and then go that way on that thin edge. And yeah, do that. You can't see the other rock behind this rock, so I gravely apologize. Hang on, man, I think I actually did it wrong. When will we do that? No. Walk. Got over. Oh, whoa. Okay. Perfect. Now I want to see if I can get up this little hill up here. This embankment here. What else can make it up that? Oh. Hang on. There we go. Oh. Oh. It fell. Battery went out too. Hang on, did that piece fall off without my notice? Maybe that's why the door is so flimsy. Let me explain. Okay, so while I was editing the video, and just now I realized the door panel just fell off. And I'm now 16 hours away and I can't fix it. So, as you see, the door panel is supposed to go right there. And this is the reason why I mentioned later in the video why the door is so flimsy. What I didn't realize, the door panel actually helps the door stay on. So yeah, just wanted to get that out. Okay, now continuing with the video. This doesn't have a latch, so it's going to pop out. When the phone battery died, it died about here, which technically says it went to the pond. So, let's give this truck some bragging rights and go down there. It would be funny if the battery died here again. And then we're going to lay down here. Very nice. I think this will be the hardest challenge here. Oh, come on. And for the Toyota Land Cruiser, there's scraping on the drive shaft, which I find very weird. Oh. Oh, come on. Oh no, you can make it. Okay, okay. We're doing something. Oh. Hang on. Oh, we made it. Yes, wow. I did not expect it to do that. Not a walk wall. Remember, it's not a walk wall. And I think that concludes the adventure down here. I want to get back to the house before I get eaten by coyotes. Yeah, let's get it.
Devastation.
Alright, where are we learn about today's truck? Well, obviously this thing is not really a walk wall. Like, this is just max flex and it doesn't really do much. And I am worried about this thing here. I'm definitely going to raise it up if I could, but apparently I do not like it the way it is right now. You know, like for that to change. Almost impossible to slide the trail back while using the truck backwards without having to put it on yourself. And apparently this door is wobbling a whole lot. And apparently in the footage, I saw this tire lifting up for some reason. I don't know why. Maybe it has to do with some of the wheel act, like the wheel axle. But in other words, this thing is actually kind of awesome. I mean, you scroll Amazon, Bingo, whatever website you're on, and you get all these expensive semi-trucks, like $400, $500, maybe even $1,000 at least. And this one is just $100. I mean, sometimes 90. If you go to the right place. And I really think it's one of a kind, and all in one. Like, you can go on road, off road, wherever you want to go, maybe water, but I don't recommend that. But overall, this thing's pretty great. I mean, it's not the best in the world, and there's definitely going to be another semi-truck that's going to beat it, but, I mean, it's been on the market for at least 5 years now, I think. So, yeah, that's today's truck, is the rural semi-truck from WPL. And, that's it for the video. I thank you for watching, and have a Happy New Year.
Fixing these dolls' teeth.